The Panthers' 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 22 yards. That's another Broncos first down.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now back to throw. Finding room to the 20. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a first down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away, maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Carolina.
I don't think you got it, son. Back. I get it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line.
I can't believe they didn't let you play.
Now a run with McCaffrey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Newton now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Gun.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Hey, watch the slam.
Out of the gun, Newton. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A 50-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
Maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Here's a 2nd and 7. It's caught by Sanders. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
That's it, baby. We go for 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go! Let's go!
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Tackle made by K1 Short.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the slant!
They'll run here with Lindsey. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
33.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
3 down, 3 down.
He'll look to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
You don't know no better. Man left, man left.
Everyone's got four down.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
It's second and 8 at the 20-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's second and 8. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
Break.
Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Hey, let's get in that hole.
Now Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Newton. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
This is McCaffrey. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. On
1st and 10, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will put them on top here in the third. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Here we go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch. Great.
34's a Mike. He's coming. Check in. Watch the slats.
And the blitz does come. And he's got his target. That's more. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Let's go.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They come out here in the eye.
59. Go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Double time, double time. 4 down, check. 4 down. 59 mark, check.
Try to power it in with Arma. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Third down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. On the ground, McCaffrey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Tighten up.
2nd and 6. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch time. Tight end right. We got 4.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
Back to throw here. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
First down and goal to go.
Set, ready, go to base. Hey, eat. Come on, boy. Go. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd down and goal to go.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Check right. Watch it,
He'll drop to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Jeff Ironman. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen Ramsey.
They come out here in the eye. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
SOS.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Brandon McManus on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Push him back. Push him back. Hey, check Mike 34. Mike 34. Hey,
Newton. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Scoot, scoot, scoot. Great.
The shotgun snap for Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on 2nd and 8. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8.
Hustle. Mike, check 33.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 53 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Good side, baby. That's baby side.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Complete to Andy Chandler. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Back to throw. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So now a big play here as the Broncos will line up to go for 2.
Check mark 33. Check mark 33. Wild Bill. Wild Bill. Mike, check 33. 33.
They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Panthers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You can't block me. 8. Let's go, 8. Go, Mike 33.
Here's Newton. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
Set. Bring it in. Mark 34. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Here I come. Gun. 34's the mic. 34's the mic. He's coming. Check him. Time to go. Night. Mike 34. Let's box. Right. Let's go defense.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Panthers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Great.
Out of the gun, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Von Miller, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Lindsey. He'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the defense has got it. And this is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 2nd and 15. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the 8-yard line.
Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Kill, kill, kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick...
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Gano now to add the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Broncos 18.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Panthers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Atlanta to take on the Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's another week with more questions than answers as they fall to 3-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.